Hey everybody, JDOT here. So, last Friday, no, one of the days, this week or last week, no, Friday. I guess it was Friday. I got to go to the Brandon Lake concert, the King of Hearts tour, and Franny Cash opened. Franny Cash and Pat Barrett were with him, and Franny debuted a song. It's the first time she had played it. It's actually coming out as a single on Good Friday. And it was a really beautiful song. And I think she was a little nervous to sing it for the first time. And she was unbelievable. And the song was just beautiful, but it really resonated with me. It really kind of caught me off guard. And I knew right then that I'd be doing a lyrical lift on it. So I'm going to do something a little bit different for my lyrical lift. I usually post them with the graphic and the story for the lyrical lift, where I dive deeper into the lyrics and my experience with the song and things like that. But I wanted to do something a little bit different this time because it was so meaningful for me, and it's so much a part of my testimony. And it brought up so much of my past, not just the recent past, but dating back to when I was like a young boy. So I'm hoping that this finds its way to Franny, because it was a really powerful moment for everybody at the show, but for me particularly, it just there was a lot. It was a lot for me to process, and again, I knew I was going to do a lift right away. So I'm going to attempt to read this lyrical lift, at least the first part of it, my part of it, my story part of it, and then I'm going to leave the theology part to the post itself. You can read that there, but I wanted to kind of tell you a little bit about this song, and so I'm going to kind of read the lyrical lift for. I guess don't know if I mentioned the song. The name of the song is "Jesus All Along" by Franny Cash, and this is when you realize he was there before you even knew his name. So this is the opening story of the lyrical lift. He was always a breath away. I've always felt Jesus' presence, even when I was a young kid, even when I didn't know what to call him or how to explain it. There was always this sense of this knowing that someone was there, a breath away, watching, waiting, never giving up, even when I ran, even in the wasted years, even when I begged him to let me go. He never did. And looking back now, I can see it clearly. It was Jesus. It was Jesus all along. Not just after May 13th, 2021, when I died and met him face to face. Not after the PPA diagnosis, when I finally surrendered completely. Not in the wilderness seasons, when I learned to hear his voice. All along. Through every season, even the ones I'm ashamed of, even the years that I thought he wasn't there. He was there. Jesus all along. Franny Cash's Jesus All Along isn't just a song to me. It's my testimony in music form. When she sings, I think I've known it since when I was young. That's my story. I've known him my whole life. I just didn't always acknowledge it. I didn't always respond. And I certainly didn't always say yes. But he was always there. Through every high, through every low, every turn in the road. Jesus all along. The essence of my experience. So the lyric is, the life I was living, just barely existing, the spark in my eyes, of fake candlelight, all smoke and no flame. That was me for years before May 2021. Going through the motions, looking alive but barely existing, putting on a good show, all smoke and no flame. People saw the smile, the I'm fine, but inside, barely existing, barely breathing. And the wild thing is, even then, he was there. Even when I was running, even when I was pretending, even when I was living a life that had all the appearances of light, but had none of the actual flame. Jesus all along. Another lyric from the song. In each waking hour, the lies got louder. 'Tis a whisper cut through, and it was you. The lies were so loud for so long for me. You're too far gone. Too many wasted years. God's given up on you. You're not worth saving. All those lies I think a lot of us tell ourselves. They were loud and louder year after year until May 13th, 2021, when the whisper cut through. That night in the camper, heart failing, eyes closed, and he was there, front and center, and I knew. For the first time, maybe not for the first time, or maybe for the first time I stopped running long enough to acknowledge it. Before I knew your name. Here's what wrecks me about that particular line. I knew him before I really knew him. As a kid, I felt his presence. I knew someone was watching over me. I knew I wasn't alone. I just didn't know who Jesus was yet. And when I did, I didn't know what to do with it. I felt his presence, yet I ran. I hid. I begged him to let me go. And even when I did know his name, again, there were years I ran from him, years I ignored him, years I pretended he wasn't there, but he never left. It was Jesus all along. Another line from the song, somebody saved this long gone lost cause. I was barely breathing. He gave me a song. And that is my exact testimony. I don't know why my thing's going down. That's my exact testimony. I was long gone. I was a long gone lost cause. By every measure. Wasted years, bad decisions, running from God, barely breathing. Literally until May 13th, 2021. And what did he do? He saved me. He gave me a song. That song happened to be Graves to Gardens, the winter before May 13th, 2021. But not just any song. He gave me a ministry built on songs. The Lyrical lifts, the JDOT the 5 days with the JDOT, all of it, music-based ministry. He gave me a song because he always reached out to me through song. That's how he's spoken to me my whole life, through music, through lyrics that hit when a sermon couldn't, through melodies that broke through when nothing else could. And now he's using me to do the same for others, to reach them through song, to speak his truth through music. He gave me a song. It was Jesus all along. Another line from the song, it's wilder than fiction, a love with no limits, and no prodigal soul is left in the cold. No wrong you can't right. I was the prodigal for years, but he never left me in the cold, even when I chose the cold, even when I choose to run to the cold. He kept pursuing, he kept calling, kept leaving his light on for me. And all the wrongs I've done, all the years I've wasted, the life I lived barely existing, barely breathing, he righted every wrong, redeemed every wasted year, turned smoke into a flame. Another lyric, when I stumbled back home after all I'd done wrong, you'd left the light on. And this is what breaks me every time. I stumbled home after all I'd done wrong. Not before, not when I got it together, after. And he didn't slam the door. He didn't say, too late. You've wasted your chance. He left the light on. He was watching. He'd been there the whole time. Another lyric from the song. You looked in my eye, deep in my eyes, and you called me your child. When I met him face to face that May in 2021, when I saw him, he didn't condemn. He didn't shame. He didn't reject. He looked deep in my eyes and called me his child. Not my mistake, not my disappointment, which I certainly felt like up until that point. Not a mistake, not a disappointment, his child. Another lyric from the song. In every high, every low, every turn in the road has led me to know. Looking back now, I can see it so clear. One of the blessings he's given me is connecting the dots of my past and those moments in my life that I didn't realize he was there. But now I can see it clearly. Every season, everything I've done, every mistake, every decision, every turn in the road, every crazy coincidence, every season led me to here. The highs taught me something. The lows broke me for something. And every turn in the road was positioning me for this calling. It was Jesus. Jesus all along, leading, guiding, pursuing, never giving up. It was Jesus all along. Thank you for watching. The full caption for the lift will be in the post. And please go check out Jesus All Along by FRANNI Cash on Spotify. I'm not sure if it's on Apple Music yet, but I know you can find it on Spotify. Go check it out. It will come out as a single on Good Friday. And again, I apologize for this format for the Lyrical Lifts. I know you're kind of used to a different format, but again, I was caught off guard by this one. I mean, all of these are really personal. It's how they started. They're my personal stories with these songs, but this one came out of the blue and wasn't on my radar. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please go listen to the song. It's a beautiful song, and I'd love to hear what you think after you do. Leave something in the comments for me. Thank you.